Hello everyone, and I hope you're doing amazing. Now we have WH question. We have many WH question. We should know each one when we use it. The first one, we have what. We use it to talk or to ask about things. الوات نستخدمها عند السؤال عن شيء. For example here, what are you doing? Or what do you think about the movie? Okay. The second one we have when. When we use it to ask about time. السؤال عن الوقت. When will the meeting start? Here we ask about the time. متى يبدأ الاجتماع? Or when are you leaving? متى تغادر? The third one we have where. We use it to ask about places. السؤال عن المكان. Where's my bags? Here we're asking about what? About the place of the bags. Or where do you live? أين تعيش? The fourth one we have who. Who we use it when we ask about people. السؤال عن الشخص العاقل. Who do you love the most in your family? من أكثر شخص تحبه في عائلتك؟ Who told you that story? من أخبرك بهذه القصة؟ And we have whom used to ask about people. السؤال عن الناس when we ask about the object of verb. عن المفعول به. Whom did you see in the morning? I saw Mr. Mark, my English teacher. He asking about what? About the object here. Who was James talking to? He was talking to Jack, his new roommate. And also we have which, used to ask about choices. Which نستخدمها في when we want to choose between two things. لما نريد نختار between two things شيئين. Which one do you choose? The left or the right? أي واحد تختار? The left or the right? اليمين أو اليسار. And the other example, of all the drinks in the menu, which one would you like? And we have what whose, used to ask about possession. Whose pencil is this? It is yours. Or is it yours? Sorry. whose نستخدمها في السؤال عن التملك. We have why. Why used to ask about reasons or causes. Why did it happen? I didn't understand. Why is he crying? And so on. When we ask about reason or causes, we should use what? We should use why. And the last one we have how. Used to ask about manner, processes. في السؤال عن المنر يعني التصرف أو الإمكانية. How can you explain this problem? Please tell. Okay, that's all we have about WH question. We explain each one and when we use each one. Now we have count and non-count nouns, الأسماء المعدودة والغير معدودة. Count and non-count nouns vary from language to language. حتكون مختلفة أو متنوعة من لغة إلى لغة أخرى. In some languages, there are no count nouns, for example in Japanese. In addition, some nouns that are non-counts in English may be countable in the other languages. أكو بعض الكلمات تكون غير معدودة باللغة الإنجليزية ممكن تكون معدودة في اللغات أخرى. For example, hair or informations, and so on. Now, what is a count noun? Count nouns can be separated into individual units and counted. They are usually have both singular and plural form. Most English nouns are count nouns. For example, when we say one phone or two phones, singular and plural, one dog, two dogs, one shirt, two shirts, and so on. However, a few countable nouns only have a plural forms in English. Here are a few examples. أكو بعض الكلمات المعدودة تكون فقط في حالة الجمع. For example, here we have clothes, pants, gowns, shorts, and pajamas. Come only in plural forms. So, these are often used with some sort of a quantifier or a quantity words to show how they are counted. For example, a pair of pants or two pair of pants, some pants, and so on. We should put a word in order to count them. Non-count nouns. What is non-count nouns? Non-count or uncountable nouns exist as a message or abstract quantities that cannot be counted. الأسماء اللي ما نقدر نعدهم. They have no plural forms. ما لهم حالة جمع. Although most English nouns are count nouns على الرغم من أنه معظم الأسماء باللغة الإنجليزية تكون معدودة. Non-count nouns frequently occur in academic writing. So, there is an important note here. Non-count nouns do not use the definite article a or an. الأسماء الغير معدودة ما راح يكون قبلها articles indefinite article a or an. Come only with count noun. الأ والآن راح تكون فقط قبل الأسماء المعدودة. They can, however, use the definite article the if what is being referred is to specific. لما أشير فشي محدد راح أستخدم قبلها the. They can also use no article if what is being referred is in general or in generic or non-specific. So, we have many words. For example, here we have some or any, much or many, few and little are all words that come before nouns. كل هذه الكلمات راح تكون قبل الأسماء to help to explain them. Some and any are both determiners that tell us whether the noun phrase is general or specific. راح تبين لي الnoun phrase العبارة الاسمية تكون general حتكون عامة or specific خاصة. Some and any are both general determiners راح تكون في العام general determiners which means they refer to an indefinite or unknown quantity of something. So, and also we have much and many, few and little are all quantifiers. Quantifiers are used to give information about a quantity. الquantifier تنطيني معلومات عن الكمية, the number of something, that's mean. Both much and many suggest a large quantity of something, while, here we should while, a little and few means not as much or not as many. However, if you use a little or few, this means a small amount. That we use it with what? A little and a few? We use it as a small amount. Now, we have some and any. The words some and any are used when the exact number or amount of something is not known. Or لما كمية شيء ما غير معروفة. Or when it is not important. Not important غير مهمة. Some and any are both used to refer to an indefinite quantities or number. لما تكون الكمية غير معروفة أو الرقم مالته غير معروف. We use some of birds. معظم الطيور ما حدد كم طير. Some. For example here, there are some birds in our garden. We say some birds. ما حدد كمية الطيور إيش قد اللي موجودة بالحديقة. We say some birds in our garden. We don't know exactly how many birds are in the garden, or it doesn't matter how many birds there are exactly. مو مهم إنه كم عدد الطيور اللي موجودة. So, some and any are nouns as general determiners. They are used to modify nouns, specifically to tell us that the noun phrase is general rather than specific. توضح لي إن noun phrase هنا يكون general not specific, عام مو خاص. They can be used with First of all, with countable or non-countable nouns. We don't have any time to get popcorn before the film starts, so time is uncountable. الوقت هنا uncountable. We still have some apples on the tree. Apples are countable. Some apples countable. So some we use it with countable nouns. Singular or plural nouns. We don't have any chickens left for dinner. Chicken is singular here. فالدجاج هنا ايش يكون singular مفرد. It is such nice weather. Let's invite some friends around for a BBQ. Friends is a plural. Here we use friends. Some friends. So we can use some with singular and also we can use it with a plural. When do I use some and when do I use any? شو وقت أستخدم السم؟ شو وقت أستخدم الأني؟ As we know, with affirmative sentence we use some. With negative and interrogative sentence we use any. دائما ويا الجمل المثبتة حيكون استخدام السم. ويا الجمل المنفية maybe with a question we use any. Although some and any are both used to describe an indefinite number, they are used in different way. So how do we use them correctly? شو راح أقدر أستخدمهم بشكل صحيح؟ In general, some is used in positive sentence. That's mean in affirmative. Yes. مع الجمل المثبتة that don't contain the word not. الجملة اللي ما تحتوي على كلمة not بهذه الحالة لازم أستخدم some. I would love to try some of that food. It looks delicious. Some. This sentence don't have the word not, so it is affirmative sentence. جملة مثبتة. فبهذه الحالة لازم أستخدم some بدل من any. I have bought some strawberries and cream to have for dessert. Okay, some strawberries and cream. The sentence also in affirmative form, not in negative. So we should use what? We should use some. Let's invite some friends around and have a party tonight. Some people think it's better to eat healthily than to exercise a lot. All these sentences in what? In positive sentence, in affirmative sentence. فدائما ويا الجملة المثبتة يكون استخدام السم ويا الجمل المنفية يكون استخدام الأني. Any is used in negative sentences that contain the word not. الأني نستخدمها ويا الجمل اللي تحتوي على كلمة not. That's mean the negative sentence. We don't have any space left in the car, so we won't be able to give you a lift. So we don't, here we have do not. The sentence is negative sentence, so we should use any instead of some. I don't need any help with my homework because I can do it on my own. I don't need هو ما يحتاج مساعدة في حل الواجب لأنه هو يقدر يحله بنفسه. So this sentence in what? In negative form. So we should use any instead of some. There isn't any milk in the fridge, so we will have to have a black coffee. Now, also we have isn't as is not. I'm not hungry at the moment, so I don't want anything to eat. That's all we have about what? About some and any. We know when we use some and when we use any. And also we can use it with the questions. As I'm saying, we can use any with negative sentence and with an interrogative sentence. Have you got any idea how long the film lasts, do you have any brothers or sisters, and also I wouldn't be great to season these potatoes, is there any salt and pepper, do you have any plans for the summer. All these sentences is an interrogative sentence. كل هذه الجمل هي جمل استفهامية، فبهذه الحالة لازم أستخدم any instead of some. We have exceptions عندي استثناءات. So there are some exceptions to these rules. We can use some in questions when the offering something or making a request. As we say in a previous, some use only with affirmative sentence فقط ويا الجملة الاستفهامية، لكن أكو استثناءات أقدر أستخدم some with interrogative sentence ويا الجمل الاستفهامية with the questions. But we say in the previous we can use any with the question and with negative. Now we can use some with the question. بهذه الحالة شو وقت أقدر أستخدم some with a question when we offering for something making a request لما نشير فد شيء or when we making a request لما أسوي فد طلب. Would you like some milk and sugar in your tea? هل تريد بعض من الحليب or sugar in your tea? The sentence indicate for what? Offering something دا أعرض عن فد شيء or making a request. Can I get you something to drink while you wait? Now, we have other example for the exceptions. Shall we invite some friends around? This is indicate for what? For request. I left my wallet at home. Can I borrow some money for lunch? يقول لأنه هو ترك المحفظة مالته بالبيت. Can I borrow? أقدر أستعير من Can I borrow some money for lunch? أقدر أستعير من عندك بعض النقود for lunch. So the sentence indicate for what? Indicate for request. And also we can use any in positive sentence. As we know, any we use it with negative sentence, but here we can use it with positive sentence. مثل ما شرحنا إنه لأني تستخدم مع الجمل المنفية، لكن أيضا نقدر نستخدمها مع الجمل المثبتة. When we mean it doesn't matter which. For example here, there is no seating plan, so you can sit anywhere you like. Okay, it doesn't matter which. You can play any song, but that band, I love them all. Choose any pair of shoes you want. You are all the same price. I don't mind which pair of shoes you buy me. I will take any of them. That's all we have about some and any, and also about the countable and non-countable noun. We explained the introduction about them. Wait us in the next video to explain about much and many.